You ever notice that the difference between a 5-star corporate retreat and a total disaster comes down to one sad little sandwich tray sitting in a hallway? Somebody forgot the label, somebody forgot the vegan option, and now half the marketing team is hangry and whispering about HR. Let us talk about labeling first, because this is the unsung hero of catering, and nobody gives it a trophy. Every single tray needs a card that says, what is in it? Plain and simple, like nuts, dairy, gluten, the works. Because guessing is not a vibe when someone has a real allergy. Here is the twist people do not expect. A pickup catering package is not just food in a box. It is basically a tiny logistics operation wearing a chef's hat. Think about it like a play with 3 acts: order confirmation, packing, and pickup, and if any act skips its line, the whole show falls apart. You want confirmation in writing, a text or an email, so nobody is standing at a loading dock at 9 in the morning wondering where 40 sandwiches went. Now, let us get into dietary accommodations, because this is where vendors either become heroes or become a Yelp review nobody wants to read. You are not just making one menu, you are basically making 4 menus in disguise: regular, vegetarian, gluten-free, and dairy-free, and every single one needs its own clearly marked box. Here's a fun fact that sounds boring but saves lives, literally. Cross-contamination is not just a fancy word chefs use to sound smart. It means the gluten-free bread sitting next to the regular bread can still make someone sick, so separate packaging is not optional. It is basic safety. Corporate retreats are sneaky because the group looks small on paper, maybe 25 people, but that number hides a mountain of preferences. You've got 2 vegans, 1 keto guy, someone allergic to shellfish, and 1 person who just really does not like cilantro, and your package has to survive all of it without falling apart. Let us talk about the actual pickup part, because this is where vendors lose their minds if they are not organized. Everything needs to be boxed by group, labeled by dietary type, and stacked in the order the client will grab it, because chaos at pickup is basically a sitcom nobody asked to star in. Clear communication is the secret sauce here, pun fully intended. A simple form before the event, asking about allergies, head count, and pickup time, saves you from playing detective with sticky notes the morning of. History time, and I promise this is quick. Corporate catering used to mean a stack of plain sandwiches and maybe a fruit tray if you were fancy, but somewhere around the 2000s, wellness culture blew up, and suddenly everyone wanted gluten-free, dairy-free, and plant-based options on the same table. That shift changed the whole vendor game because now flexibility is the actual product you are selling, not just the food. People are not paying for lasagna, they are paying for peace of mind that nobody at the retreat ends up in the emergency room. Doubt creeps in here sometimes, because small vendors worry that all this labeling and organizing is too much extra work for a small order. But here is the twist. The vendors who nail this system become the ones companies call over and over, because reliability beats flashy food every single time. Let us bust a myth real quick, because people think dietary labels are only for allergies. Nope, some folks avoid certain foods for religious reasons, personal choice, or just preference. And respecting that without making it weird is part of being a professional. The real lesson hiding in all this is boring but true. Preparation beats improvisation every single time. A checklist, clear labels, and a confirmed pickup time will save you more stress than any fancy garnish ever could. So next time you are building a pickup catering package, remember it is part cooking, part communication, and part tiny miracle of logistics happening in a to-go box. If you want to learn more about how we help vendors and event planners get this exactly right, check out our links in the description.